Hi guys, so this is our day one vlog of Egypt. Of course, we had to find the Harry Potter shop. So we're flying from Heathrow Terminal 2 to Cairo through Egypt Air. It was a really nice flight, just all our flights were pretty much delayed. So this is our flying in. It was incredible, it was lovely to see all the lights, see what was going on in the city. So this is in our taxi on the way to our first hotel. We were staying at the Fairmont on the Nile. I should see one of the mosques whilst driving over there. So this is the Fairmont. We got there around 6 o'clock. We actually landed about 4:35 ish. So it wasn't too bad. We said it's our birthday, so they made us a cake. Put some nice little rose petals on the bed. This was our view. So we got the signature room. So we got this lovely view of the Nile and a nice little skyline view of Cairo. Obviously, the Nile, famous for being the longest river in the world and in Africa. So this was our breakfast. We had a little nap when we got back. So we had to get up early again because we had a full day planned. So they had a little juice section, the pastry section, an Egyptian food section, an omelette station, cooked food section. They had so much to offer, which was obviously perfect for me. Could load the plates up. And we sat by the window, so we got a nice little view of the Nile. So that was the moussaka, the falafels, some chilies, like a garlic mashed potato. These were fava beans, and this was belila. So that was the traditional Egyptian food. Obviously, I had to get some of the fava beans. This was the bacon. So that was the traditional plate. We kind of shared it. Of course, had to try it as being in Egypt. So we got the falafel, the mashed potato. This was Eloise's plate. It's a little bit of fruit and some pastries. I got a little pastry. So we had a pretty busy first day booked. We booked for a tour guide to take us shopping. So this was the first shop. This was the natural essential oils. So we got frankincense and myrrh, which is what you put in a diffuser to make your house smell nice. Lotus flower and the Arabian Nights is something that you wear, and then the sandalwood, which is good for the skin. They had these lovely little diffusers and perfume bottles that you could obviously decant it in and then take it with you. So this was the second shop. This was the jewelry shop. Some really cool stuff in there. They had replicas of Tutankhamun, so they had like the own little museum of that. So it was all his obviously headpiece and stuff. So Eloise got a necklace, and it was a cartouche. A cartouche was used mainly for the pharaohs. It was put on statues so people know who they were, and then it was obviously put on tombs for their mummies and also their belongings so that people knew how wealthy that pharaoh was. So this was the guy that put Eloise's name in hieroglyphics on her cartouche, which is pretty cool. Obviously very, very intricate, very steady hands. This guy cleaned it. So we put it in this resin, gave it a couple brushes, just to give it that nice little shine. And then the final product was this. So this was her name in the hieroglyphics. And then on the other side were the four symbols. So the first one is the Ankh, which is the key of life. The scarab beetle, which means good luck. The eye of Horus, which means protection. And the lotus flower, which is their symbol for love, also their national flower. So the third shop was this papyrus paper shop. So this guy was showing us how they made it. Showed us before they got the water out, which broke pretty easily, and then when they get the water out, which makes it really flexible, which you'll see in a minute. 'Cause he kind of wraps it around his fingers, which you wouldn't be able to do with the other one, which is pretty interesting. And then the shop itself had some really nice pictures, which we bought a few pieces to go around the house, which is nice. We bought a cat, of course, and Horus with Queen Nefertiti. So this is him showing, you put it in the water, and then the longer it's in the water, the darker the papyrus you get. Obviously not in for as long, you get quite light. So this is how they used to lay it out. They'd put a couple sheets on, then they'd put one over the top. They'd then put this like material on, try and squeeze out the water again. Keep trying to squeeze that out to try and stick it all together, and then dry it. And then this would be the final product. which was pretty cool. And then he kind of showed us that it could be reused. So he put a little mark on, and then put his finger in the water and then rubbed it off, which again was pretty cool. So I wonder if they did that back then. So and then we went to the Khan Al-Khalili markets, which was incredible. It was so cool to see just the stores, and it really felt kind of what you imagine Egypt to be like. So that was really cool to experience that. Everyone was so kind and welcoming. It was during Ramadan, so people were kind of giving us drinks and little dates, which was nice. So back to the hotel for a little snack after this long day. So we were pretty hungry. We got it with the room. It was like a pre-dinner dinner, something like that. So they had some samosas, chicken thighs, some like vegetable stuff. Obviously got a little beer and some water. I think Eloise had a glass of wine, which is nice. So I had some thighs, the samosas, the bab ganoush. So this was the view of the Nile at night. Nice little fountain going. This was our restaurant that night called the Bab El Nil. This was in the restaurant on the top floor. So again, nice view of the River Nile. Sat by the window again, which we were lucky. And then kind of bring out the most traditional Egyptian food that you've got. And we got this lovely selection of food. It was so nice. It was so flavoursome. That's day one.